You know, in this world of consumerism, or actually over consumerism, uh, I think I try to pay close attention to what I am buying, and I don't encourage a lot of online shopping retail wise on my site, on my videos. I just don't. I always think that everything that we should want or need is pretty much already out there. So, thrift it. And I need to take strong heed to my advice. And since we were snowed in, I did do some things around the house, and I'm still working on my family room, so I did put some things out there. But after doing some filing and checking emails and clearing out some stuff on my computer, I decided to go to Pinterest and look for some inspiration. And I came across these beautiful robes. See the lady twirling, and I'm like, wow, that's interesting. And I'm seeing some, caftans and all this other stuff that's kind of like caught my attention. So I'm like, oh, I could use a couple more loungewear pieces, and I was liking what I was seeing. But it's amazing how this pops up. All this stuff pops up, and not my my board that I have for my home interests. So, but these robes were really catching my eye, and I love a good robe. And the one that I have is just a nice, warm, fuzzy terry cloth one, and I have another one, but they're not as fancy as these. And I'm like, it would be nice to have something, to lounge around like that. And I'm seeing, more and more popping up, and I'm like, So I clicked on the sites to see if they're legitimate or you can order from them. And it says, when you click it open, it says site verified from Pinterest. So naturally you would think that it was. So this one here is where I ordered. I took the plunge and I said, well, I'm going to try my luck, and hopefully it's a good place to order from. And I did. I ordered, and of course I always use my credit card, my American Express, because they're better at consumer fraud. So I bit the bullet, and I did order 2 robes. And I thought they were very elegant, and the way they described them to be was something that I was kind of looking for. Like I said, to have something very nice to lounge around is really rewarding to me when I'm at home. So I felt kind of comfortable with, ordering 2. So, you save a little bit money. So I ordered 2 of them. Now, mind you, just pay attention to what I'm ordering, okay? And it says velvety, soft, and, luxury wear. So I said, okay, well, we're going to give this a try. And what I settled on was this piece of loungewear, which I thought was pretty nice. And also this robe, which I really loved. And I said, okay, well, the order came, and this is what I got. Nowhere near what depicted in the picture. And it was horrible. What they sent was nowhere near as far as velvety, as far as elegant, and as far as luxury. And this is the other item that I bought. Looks nothing like what was depicted in the picture. Now, I was extremely pissed off about this and was not going to settle for this. I mean, this is nowhere near what the picture looked like. And in my opinion, this is consumer fraud. So, of course, I reached out to the company and told them that this is not what I want. This is not what I ordered, and to refund my money. Now they claim it was overseas and it would, I would have to return it, and they wanted to offer me a 10% discount, and I said no, I'm not going for that because you sent the wrong item. They said, oh, it was a mix up in shipping and it's not my fault. So they again went back and wanted to offer me a 15% discount, and I told them no, I want all of my money back. Then they said, well, it's going to cost more to have it shipped back, and how about a 35% discount? I said no, it was not my fault that, first of all, you sent the wrong item. Second of all, that your company defrauded me on what you were trying to sell. That is wrong, and that's consumer fraud. So my advice to you is to not order from any of these kind of sites. I'm still battling with this. And then I get this message from Temu, and that's a no from me. I've never ordered from them, nor will I ever order from them, because I don't care. I'll just stick with my Facebook marketplace. So while me and my credit card company start dealing with this, because I did report it, I just took some time to just peruse Facebook marketplace and to see what I could find. And I did love these lights. They have like an Art Deco style to them. I thought those were very, very interesting. And to be honest, I really want to get them, but I'm just going to curtail. From now on, right now, I'm just doing a little bit of window shopping online like I do with the estate sales. Nothing is, drawing me out there to go and get something, but in this chandelier, I thought it was very close to the one I have in my dining room. But anyway, yes, I think I'm more comfortable with just doing what I've been doing and staying clear of these fictitious sites that ship from China. I just can't deal with it. So yeah, I'm going to let American Express take it from there and handle my claim. So anyway, but yeah, these are some of the things that I did find out, found that I liked on the marketplace and had some interest there. But yeah, I think I like passing my time this way, and I'm actually going to steer away from Pinterest too, because it's become so commercial on that site too, where a lot of it is just buy, buy, buy. And I'm not one to always push, to go shopping other than a thrift store or a yard sale or a flea market. So, because it is really out there, and, I really should have paid attention to my inner thoughts and said, don't do it, Kim. You really don't need it, and it's not necessary. So that's my lesson learned, and I'm passing this on to you, so you'll learn or take heed from my mistake, because I feel bad that I even did this, but at least I did get a product, just not what I ordered, and I didn't spend a whole lot of money. But $112 is $112. I'm not gonna, act like it's not a big deal, because it is a big deal for me, and the fact that I hate to be frauded like that. So I'm just going to, look for some other little things that I might need in my family room to put on the walls. I was looking for some another table to replace the brass one, because that one's too small, and I like that black console table. But again, I'm trying to recover from my $100 purchase. But if it's still available next week, I might get it. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. C'est la vie, such is thee. And I'll also continue to draw inspiration from the groups that I'm in on Facebook, like the Afro-Bohemian group. I get a lot of inspiration out of that, and some Instagram followers. So yeah, I'm just going to, like I said, take it easy and not feel too bad that I was scammed. But please take just be careful out there, because the internet has opened up a world of scammers. And for me to even see those same products on different sites means that they're just filling the internet with all this fictitious stuff and then expecting the consumer to eat the cost. And quite honestly, the product was so cheaply made. It's actually an embarrassment that they even portray this as luxury and send such a horrible piece of garment and expect anybody to pay for that. So they're probably running this scam not only just on me, but on everybody else. So just beware. And now back to just being home and loving it and continuing to create my home that I enjoy sharing with you all. But I did want to share that one experience and let you know that I'm hoping that you don't fall for the okie doke like I did. All right. Thank you again for tuning in for another episode, and I will see you again. Bye.